Good morning, 5th grade. This is going to be our last video for math how-to. So this is going to be for the chapter 11 performance task. I went in and I looked at the questions that they're going to be asking you, and I pulled these questions directly from the performance task. However, they do change the numbers every single time that I went in. So these are not going to be the same numbers that you're going to see today. It will just give you a really good idea of the 3 questions that they're going to ask you, okay? So I would highly recommend grabbing a paper and a pencil before we get started. Those of you who were on our call last week on Wednesday, don't worry, we already went over all of this, but if you were not, this gives you the chance to get that information that we went over in that meeting. So the first thing to note, today there's a lot of words. There's a lot of different things that you have to read in today's questions, okay? So you have to read each question very carefully, breaking it down line by line, okay? So it says, the Craig factory makes boxes that hold 2 drumsticks. The box measures 1 by 1 by 9 inches. The factory owner makes 47 of these drumstick boxes. What is the total volume? Okay, so it's important to note, we're just stacking 47 of these boxes on top of one another. And I'm not going to draw 47 because that's a lot. So pretend like we stacked 47 boxes on top of one another. The length stays the same. All of the boxes are 9 inches. The width stays 1. The only thing that changes is the height. So the height is no longer 1 inch. We have 47 1-inch boxes, so now the height is going to be 47 inches. So doing length times width times height, the total volume of this new rectangular prism is 423 inches cubed, or it can also be noted as cubic inches. So that's the first type of question that you're going to be asked. The next part of the question, it has so many words, okay? So we have to really break this down piece by piece. So it says, a stack of 48 drumsticks this time has a volume of 432 cubic inches. So they gave us the measurements this time. The factory owner asks Ella to design a box. The box is a rectangular prism shown to the left here. The factory owner discovers that 36 drumstick boxes will fit into Ella's new box. There is some space left over, but not enough for another candle. He says that because 36 is less than 48. So his reasoning behind this is he has a stack of 48 drumsticks, and originally he said, Ella, make me a box that will fit these. So Ella said, okay, I need to figure out what 3 numbers will give me a volume of 432. So that's what she did with this box that she created. So what the owner said is 36 drumsticks will for sure fit in here. And how I'm thinking he got this is he did 6 times 6 maybe, I'm not sure. The volume of Ella's box must be less than the volume of the stack of 48 drumsticks. This is the owner's thinking and processing. So we need to decide, is the owner correct? So deciding if we're trying to figure out if there can be more than 36 boxes within this shipping box that Ella created. So how we need to find that is we need to do length, which is 12, times width, which is 6, times the height, which is 6. So I'm going to do 6 times 6 first because I know what that is. And then I'm going to multiply 36 by 12. Okay. 6 times 2 equals 12, carry your 1. 6 times 3 is 6, plus 1 gives me 7, placeholder 0. 6 times 1 is 6, 1 times 3 is 3. 2, 7 plus 6 is 13. Carry your 1, and that is 4. Perfect! So Ella created a box that has the same volume that 48 drumsticks have. So the owner says that only 36 drumsticks boxes can fit, but Ella clearly created a box that can fit the same volume that he asked her to do. So I would say that the owner is incorrect in this situation. So there is one thing. the measurements are different for this box. So we have to figure out a way that we can break apart this box. How can we break apart this box to make sure that it fits directly into this shipping box? So we have to cut these little drumstick boxes up to make sure that they fit in the shipping box. I know that doesn't make sense, but what I'm thinking is after they cut up the boxes, when they get to the drumstick factory, then they'll put them back together so they can put all the drumsticks in them. Okay, so this is going back to lesson 11.5, where we were working with rectangular prisms that had 1 unit squares on every single one. So we need to look here. What could we break this into? How many different pieces that would give us 1 by 1 by 1? So that's an easy situation. So we just have to cut this into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have to cut this into 9 different pieces so that it's 1 by 1 by 1. And it can fit perfectly into this box because it has a volume of 432. And if they're just 1 little units, they can fit in there perfectly. So we need to cut the candle boxes into, that should be drumstick boxes, into 9 cubes measuring 1 by 1 by 1 inch on each side. That way, the number of drumstick boxes that are in Ella's box is equal to the 2 volumes, okay? So note that you're cutting up the long drumstick boxes into individual pieces so that they're all 1 unit, like we learned in lesson 11.5, okay? So this second question is probably the trickiest question that you're going to see on today's performance task. This is the last question that you're going to be seeing on today's performance task. Now, we're not working with 47, we're not working with 48, we are working with 56 drumstick boxes. So it's our job to figure out the volume of 56 drumstick boxes. So we need to go back here. Remember, the 9 does not change, the 1 does not change. The only thing that's going to change is the height. So it's not going to be 9 times 1 times 47 this time. It's going to be 9 times 1 times 57, I believe is what we had. Oh, sorry, 56 is what we had, okay? So now we're working with 9 times 1 times 56. So we need a box that is going to hold the same volume here that we find here. So I'm going to quickly do 56 multiplied by 9. So we have 54 here plus 45, which is 504 inches cubed. So we need a shipping box that has a volume larger than 504 or exactly 504. It can be bigger, but it cannot be smaller, okay? It can be the same or bigger, but it cannot be smaller. So now it's our job to figure out which of these, A, B, or C, has a volume the same or greater than 504. So to start off, length times width times height. Length is 10, width is 6, times height is 8, okay? I'm going to do 6 times 8 because I know that that's 48 multiplied by 10, and then I'm just going to do 48 times 1, which is 48, and then I'm just going to add a 0. So box A does not work, okay? It's only 480, and we need it to be at least 504. Okay, next one. Length times width times height. Length times width times height. I'm going to do 9 times 6 first because I know that that's 54. Multiplied by 10, I'm just going to do 54 times 1, which is 54, and then add a 0. So that's big enough. It's not the same as 504, but it's bigger. So we know that B will work. Just to make sure that C doesn't work, let's go through it. Length times width times height. 10 times 4 times 12. I know that 12 times 4 is 48. How I did that in my head is I knew that 24 and then 2 of 24 because that's 4 of 12. I know that that's 48. That's how I got that. And multiplied by 10. And I'm just going to do 48 times 1 because that's 48 adding my 0. So this one will not work either because it's not at least 504 or bigger. So that was easy to find. We know that box B has a volume large enough to hold 56 drumsticks. That's the third question that you're going to be asked on today's performance task, or something like it if it didn't change over the weekend. And I did just look at it on Friday, so it should be staying the same. So that is all that I have for you today. There's 3 questions on today's performance task. Let me know if you need extra help, if you need one-on-one before you get started on that performance task. I wish you all luck, and yay, we're done with math.